Something mysterious has been happening within the Rocket League community, and I think it's something that I just need to address. So there's this kid, kid YouTuber named Rocket Sledge, and he's been making an entire video series called Videos FLuuMP Wishes He Had Made.
Welcome to another installment of Videos FLuuMP Wishes He Thought of First.
And I'm not gonna lie, one of them, this one about the white hat in Rocket League, yeah, it was definitely something I wish I had made. But even more recently, he made this video on 3 Rocket League conspiracies. So I figured I'd 1-up him, or actually 7-up him, with 10 crazy Rocket League conspiracies. But after getting 9 on my list and then spending literally days trying to find the 10th, I gave up, and yeah. So here is the 9 craziest Rocket League conspiracy theories of all time. My first time doing a top 9, so don't say, oh, he just made another top 10. No, technically I didn't make a top 10 video. Also, I should note that I haven't included the 3 from Rocket Sledge's video, so I'll put a link to that video in the description below for you guys to check out. I wanted to set out to find different ones for you guys, so I didn't include the 3 that are in his video. But yeah, let's jump right in, put your thinking cap on, because some of these may blow your mind. Let's start things off with an in-game theory having to do with potential drivers in the cars. So this Reddit post from Lipoc details why he believes that in spite of, many people believing that these are RC cars that we're controlling, there's reason to actually believe that the cars are controlled by drivers who are being forced to drive them by the egg overlords in the stands. And the reason there are no door handles isn't because there are no drivers, but because the drivers are not allowed out of the cars. And when you lose a match in Rocket League, you're essentially giving that driver a death sentence. And after every Rocket League match, another 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 if you're playing Chaos for some stupid reason. Anyway, another group of players is being sacrificed just for your enjoyment. Now, he says that if you set your audio to 666, no coincidence there by the way, you can actually hear a grunt when a demo happens. Very creepy. Let's go ahead and give it a try and see if it works. Okay, number 8 goes way back to the early Rocket League days when 2 of the biggest content creators and pros, that is Pashy and Kronovi, both uploaded crate opening videos within a few days of each other, and in those videos, they both happened to get 2 black market decals. Now, this theory comes from Reddit user Falling Star, and the theory goes like this. They weren't able to get mystery decals because they'd opened like hundreds of crates and spent a bunch of money, but Psyonix actually knew what was in these crates, gave them to these players, and maybe even paid them to open them for the videos in hopes of getting more players out there to buy more crates and open more crates and buy more keys. But as most conspiracy theorists go, the theory then just spirals out of control. Because then he says this: what if I told you that Kronovi and Pashy are the founders of Psyonix, that they created this company and Rocket League and control everything Psyonix does? What if I told you these 2 people you see in these videos are just androids created by Kronovi and Pashy to promote their new video game and challenge people to play at a higher level? What if I told you everyone you know is an android created by Kronovi and Pashy, even me? What if I told you an android sent from Psyonix to put these thoughts into your head so that you'll stand up and fight back to challenge Psyonix's next set of more advanced androids? I love this top comment. Well, I believe the android part. The rest sounds kind of loony. All right, so this one I've thought about before, but I don't want to take credit for it. I guess we'll just give credit to this poor guy, Hey, who asks rather kindly on Reddit, has anyone proved that toppers affect/don't affect hitboxes? Thanks. So is it possible that toppers actually give the cars a bigger hitbox, thus making them better for challenges and shots? So the first comment says this: toppers do not affect hitbox. See, this is what I'm talking about. You know that this guy probably works for Psyonix and he's just like, oh, they figured it out. Silence him. He doesn't give any proof. Imagine a person on Reddit making an argument without giving proof. What kind of world would that be? How do you think Squishy was able to win the regional championship that one time when he switched to random cars and put a topper on? Why do you think Gibbs still wears toppers? It's obvious the toppers could be giving you a better hitbox. Number 6 goes to a theory that a few people have pointed out on Reddit. Basically, it's the idea that when you use non-standard cars, you're more likely to encounter other non-standard cars, but when you only use, either the Octane or the Dominus or the Batmobile. That's kind of all you ever face when you play. And this is why, for example, my lobbies are always full of Octanes, just Octanes and more Octanes. Okay, let's try this one out. Let's grab this Hot Wheels car. Okay, I swear I did not fake this. I will say this is my second game. The first game had a couple weird cars. This is my second game, and I literally got the exact same car. The odds of this happening are unbelievable. I would say this is one of the least used cars in the entire game. Okay, this actually kind of blows my mind a little bit. In his post, he says it is there basically to even out the playing field so that the better players play versus each other. And though cars aren't inherently better, you could kind of stereotype players who use random cars just because they're more likely to be newer players. You just don't see Squishy using these random cars, for example. Seriously though, I was not expecting this, and this is super weird that this happened on just my second time. This one could be real, guys, at least to some extent. All right, guys, number 5 actually has to do with the competitive scene, and it goes way back to season 3 of RLCS. Flipside was playing against Resonant, and basically if they beat Resonant in this match of league play, Resonant wouldn't qualify for the regional championships, but if they lost, Resonant would qualify, knocking out the clearly better team in Penta Esports, and Flipside would have to face either of these teams depending on the outcome of this match. So some argued, like this Reddit user Allstar4, that Flipside actually threw this match in a calculated fashion, purposely giving up goals and missing shots. Now you have to remember, this was kind of the height of Flipside's team. At least it was coming off of their best season. They just won the World Championship the season before, and Resonant simply was not on their level. This series felt like Flipside was sort of toying with them. When they wanted to win or score a goal or just win a game, they did so easily, and then they would just give up these really stupid goals. So this loss against Resonant meant a rematch versus them again in the regional championships. I don't know, this one could be suspicious, but maybe it's not. Number 4 is a theory that I initially heard from Sunless Khan. I think this was going around on Reddit, but basically after me and some other content creators went out to Psyonix for a trip to basically see the office and get a sneak peek of the Rocket Pass 3, basically immediately after that visit, it was announced that Epic Games was acquiring Psyonix and Rocket League would be moving over to the Epic Games store. So here's the theory. Psyonix actually brought us content creators out to San Diego for one main purpose, and that is to bribe us / pay us off so that all of us would be publicly positive about the acquisition. Because I don't know if you noticed this, but all the content creators were very vocal about this being a good thing. Now there could be possibly other reasons why all of the content creators of a game would be happy to have one of the biggest developers buy their game. I don't know. Could be that this was because Epic buying Rocket League would help it grow and ultimately more views for everyone. Could be that. Plus, I can confidently say that Psyonix did not pay me anything. I have never been bribed by them, and no, I'm not hiding my face cam right now just because then you'd be able to tell I'm lying. I'm not, I promise. Just trust me. Why would you not trust a YouTuber? What's wrong with you? All right, number 3 on my list goes to this theory from Pedroff80. Basically, he says that Psyonix knew way back before Rocket Pass 1 that Epic Games was thinking about acquiring Psyonix, so they decided to release the Rocket Pass, just like the Battle Pass of Fortnite, either to entice Epic to buy Rocket League or to see if the model would work for Epic, and maybe Epic was like already talking to them about buying them. In that case, Epic was actually sort of making Psyonix release it to see what the community engagement would be. You know, would there be enough purchases? How would it affect playtime for players? That sort of thing. It's an interesting proposition, and even nothing dirty has to be going on here. It would make sense for Psyonix to test it out before Epic bought them, to then see if hopefully the free-to-play model is possible for Rocket League. Alright guys, this may be my favorite Rocket League conspiracy theory of all time. I didn't put it at number 1 because, well, number 1 really is the best, but this one is hilarious, and it comes from Reddit user Krusty Sandwich. So here's how it goes. You know how after every update, there always seems to be some sort of random bug or glitch that is seemingly unrelated to the update? Like they'll add tournaments and suddenly dribbling is broken, or they'll add, something for the UI and then suddenly flip resets are broken. So here's the theory. There's actually a guy or a small group of guys whose entire job is to quickly fix bugs after updates. And so to keep themselves relevant, right after an update comes out, that guy or guys will just go in and wreck a random part of the game just so that they can come back and fix it, thus keeping themselves busy and keeping their jobs ultimately. And all of this came from a conversation over Subway. I love that the top comment on this is, man, Subway sounds good AF right now. Alright guys, number 1 on my list goes to the scripted tournament theory. Basically, it goes like this, according to the community. Rocket League tournaments are scripted. There it is. The people running the tournaments, the promoters, Psyonix, they plan out who will win and how they will win. They planned Dignitas's like sort of dynasty and then Dignitas losing to Cloud9. And they do all this to create more excitement, get Rocket League in the spotlight, get more players to want to play competitively, and ultimately get more sales. Now, the best part of this conspiracy is that there's actually a little bit of evidence, and not just the ridiculous nature of so many of Johnny Boy's show matches, or even like this past DreamHack tournament, but look at this clip of JamesBot accidentally saying who would win.
Vitality is a team that has already taken down, or they will be playing Dignitas later. So this could be a massive week for them. I mean, Vitality is a team that has already taken down, or they will be playing Dignitas later. So this could be a...
Also, how do you explain this clip from the Beyond the Summit tournament?
When's the goal happening?
It's around like, I'll tell you. Hang on there.
Like,
Give us the time on the clock.
Okay, yeah. It's gonna be like a a really bad goal. Around 3:37, I think.
Ooh.
Or I know, sorry, 3:37. It's gonna be a pretty bad goal for either team. I don't know who's gonna.
Yeah. Okay. I ask.
Oh my.
Okay, listen to me! I told you! 3:37! I don't play games around here! I don't play games around here! Listen to me! Listen to me!
Alright guys, thanks for watching this one. Obviously all of this, or at least some of it, is in jest. Some of these may have some grains of truth in them. Who knows? Maybe they're all true. I don't know. But yeah, let us know which one you guys think is the most plausible Rocket League conspiracy theory. And thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Peace out.